Welcome back to the Shred the Spread podcast. I'm your host, Jared, and this is our week 6 best bets for our season-long contest. Every week, Donnell and I give you our 5 favorite picks against the spread. This week is no exception. We are teetering on the edge every week between 2-3, 5-0, 4-1. This is the week that we figure it out. 2 weeks ago, we were 4-1. Last week, we were 5 seconds away from being 4-1, and we finished 2-3. We got to get it done. But before we get into those picks, let me bring on my co-host, my right-hand man, my dude, I know what's going on, man. Good session.
What's going on, baby? Welcome back, man. Hey, another successful Thursday night football. I mean, what can I say, bro? I mean, like you said, we've been hot. Just been on some bad luck on the sides for Sundays for some reason. But we're gonna get back on track as we always do. It's time to go ahead, dive in. Let's hopefully, you guys made money Thursday from those bets we made yesterday. So let's go ahead and win y'all some money this Sunday, man. Let's dive into the slate. Let's get it going.
Let's not dilly-dally anymore, Donnell. Let's kick it right off with our best bets of the week.
Let's go.
Leading us off, we're going overseas early morning Sunday. We've got the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the Chicago Bears. The Jacksonville Jaguars, as you know, have done this every single season for the last so many years. They are no stranger to the overseas game. What are the Jaguars going against? They are going against a rookie quarterback with a coach who's never coached overseas, and they are quite literally fighting for their season. Doug Peterson, as Dino mentioned last week, is fighting for his job. They have to win. This is the chance for the Jaguars to rewrite the script, to make everybody who sold their stock to buy back in, because the Jaguars have to win this week. They are 2.5-point dogs in their contest. We will happily take those plus 2.5. What else, Dino?
Shoot. Well, let's dive into it. Like you said, these are their season bets overseas. Trevor Lawrence, undefeated overseas. If it's in London, if it's in Germany, shit, I don't give a damn. As long as it's outside the United States, that motherfucker's winning. So I'm gonna definitely take the plus 2.5 here. We're gonna back that, and they're going against a rookie quarterback who oddly enough are 0-6. Were 0-5 until Trevor Lawrence beat the Dolphins when he went to London on his rookie year. So oddly enough, no rookie quarterback has done it other than Trevor Lawrence. So, I mean, what are we talking about here? Take Trevor Lawrence. He's experienced overseas. Playing a game at 9:30 overseas is a different animal. And I think a lot of people kind of sleep on that. So you got to go ahead and take the quarterback, take the team who's actually done this for a while. And, hey, man, damn right, man. You got to back the Jags here.
Yeah, not only are we going to get a quarterback that's been in this position, almost the entirety of the Jaguars organization has done this. The trainers, the coaches, the staff, the players, the collective. So they tally all these boxes together, and collectively they have a preparation advantage. And that means everything to these overseas games. Obviously, you have to perform and do what you have to do and score the ball and play defense. But the getting there and getting back, the Jaguars run circles around the Bears. So we're going to take the Jags with our first pick at plus 2.5 against the Chicago Bears.
Hey, Dougie P. Hey, Dougie P, I'm watching, my boy. All right, I'm writing your name right on this list right here. You know, this is the dungeon book right here. So, Dougie, hey, I need that bread this week. Don't fail me now. Don't fail me now. Please don't.
It's either get out of the dungeon or lose your job.
Lose your job.
That's what it's coming to. So,
right.
Second pick, Dino. Take it away.
Let's go, baby. With the second pick, we're going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers minus 3.5 going against the Saints, a rookie quarterback, a veteran head coach who's great on the defensive side, who brings the blitz anytime he faces a rookie quarterback. I feel like schematically just fits the Buccaneers. And let's be honest, the Saints, the stock on them are down, bro. We see what y'all really are. It's about time because we already knew that Derek Carr was eventually going to a pumpkin. And we apologize for the Saints pick last week because we know what they're really capable of. We just try to back a trend, and they're so bad they can't even back a trend. So we're definitely going to take the Buccaneers. Once we have here, they look good. Baker Mayfield has his team rolling on offense, and I mean, like as far as I'm concerned, this Saints defense was completely underwhelming. Their offense can't stay on the field for the defense to get a break, and that's obviously is causing a lot of wear and tear on this defense. I'm definitely backing the Bucks minus 3.5. I guess it's a division game, but they're just leagues better than the Saints as far as I'm concerned.
Dino had pretty much hit all the points that I agree on, but there's one person that can disrupt this entire Saints offense, and his name is Vita Vea.
Oh, yeah.
The Saints are going to want to run the ball.
Mhm.
They're not going to run it down the middle. They can't. They're going to force it to the outside. And the Buccaneers have been, especially Levante David having an incredible season, the Buccaneers have been weirdly successful covering the outside zone.
Mhm.
And that's what Kamara is going to do. I like Spencer Rattler to throw an interception. You get it like minus 125. Dude, he's going to be seeing a million. They're probably going to be losing. They're going to throw the ball more. It takes one bad read, one tip pass at the line. I mean, this guy is not up to NFL speed by any means.
Not
And
yet.
they're going against a Bucks team in the division. They look good. We're going to take our chances here. We like the Bucks before Derek Carr was ruled out.
Right.
Now that he's out, we're all in. Give us the Bucks. Like we said last week, we're out on the Saints. We gave them a chance. They couldn't even back our favorite trend. Okay,
Literally,
we're out on the Saints. We're selling the Saints stock. We're buying back into the Bucks. Let's go Tampa minus 3.5.
Let's go, baby.
Third pick of the week. We've got a very, very testy matchup in Jerry World, but we're not taking the Cowboys. We are taking the Detroit Lions minus 3.5 on the road. But is it on the road? Because Jared Goff seems to be at home in a dome. No need to rhyme. Jared Goff has a chance to put up historic passing numbers against this Cowboys team. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure at one point, or maybe he finished the game, Jared Goff was just 18 of 18 last week.
Fire.
Yeah, the guy just could not miss. This is a spot where the Cowboys just got lucky on primetime. Obviously, we had the Steelers, and it came down to the last play of the game, basically. And the Cowboys snuck out a win. They snuck out a win in Pittsburgh, and they're riding high until Jared Goff comes in and lights his team up for 350 passing yards and 4 touchdowns. Because let's be real, that's probably what's going to happen. Micah Parsons, Lawrence, what else do we have to say? I mean, this defense has looked subpar at best. And not only now that their best players are hurt, I don't know the pressure they get on this team. I don't know the coverage that they have. I mean, Diggs, he's not been the best thing ever this year. The Cowboys defense has been very underwhelming, and I think it's a lot of why a lot of people are having question marks about this team. Dino, I mean, what are we missing here?
I mean, you ain't really missing much. I mean, the Dallas hasn't really played nobody. I mean, like I said, last week they played the Steelers, who we took to win the game, but you saw what the Steelers do. They lack offense. They lacked offense, and it led the door open for Dak to come back and win that game. And let me be very clear. Dak went in there, came back, and won that game. Okay, so he let the game win a drive, big whoop. Yeah, now do that against Detroit with Jared Goff in a dome with all his weapons, fully healthy. You don't have your edge rushers, and from the looks of it, Jalen Tolbert looked hobbled the last play of the game before he even got that touchdown. So who knows if he's going to be really available? It's going to be honestly, I think this might be a little bit of a blowout. I have this up to like 6. Honestly, 6. And for all the and I saw this in the news. The fact that you guys' concept that the reason why Zeke Elliott is having a slow start is you're saving him. I don't. What are you saving them for? Because right now is about the time you need to start winning. Because right now you're third in the division. The Commanders look hot. The Eagles got a bye week. They're looking to bounce back, and they got the receivers fully healthy. It's about that time to turn up here. And against Detroit, you're going to need Zeke. But I don't see that happening. The running game has been atrocious all year long, and they're not going to get bailed out by bad offensive play like the Steelers have at all.
Yeah, we've seen that this Cowboys locker room lately has had a short fuse. CeeDee Lamb barking at Dak Prescott on primetime. This is going to be a competitive game, and it's only going to take 1 or 2 drives before CeeDee Lamb is barking again. I mean, this could get ugly fast. Dino, like he said, I see a world where I see a more likely world where the Lions blow the Cowboys out than the Cowboys sneak out a win. I mean, that sounds crazy as a home dog. Normally we would play this spot, but There's just too many question marks around this Cowboys team, and I feel like this is the week where they finally get exposed.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth pick of the contest, Donnell, take it away.
We backing my boy. And it's not been the greatest year for him. Yeah, prime time. It's not the greatest year for him. But, I mean, numbers-wise, he's been doing it. We're back in the Bengals -3.5 versus the Giants. And even though I did give the Giants credit last week, like I said, they've been playing pretty damn decent good football, okay? They've been very decent, very consistently on defense. That changes this week. This Bengals offense is just... I can't imagine right now is a game where Jamar Chase has under 100 yards in this game and fucking Joe Burrow doesn't throw for 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. I mean, I feel like this is going to be a game where the Giants are going to have to keep up offensively. And granted, they scored 29 points last week. Good job. And I get that this Bengals defense is a little sub-Tommy, but I don't think they're going to be able to keep up. And I think that's the biggest thing. They still don't have really much of a running game. I mean, I think the replacement running back came out. He played a damn good game against the Seattle Seahawks. But then again, every running back has a good game against the Seattle Seahawks, as you saw last week. The the 4th string running back, because you don't got Christian McCaffrey. You don't got my man Elijah Mitchell. So you got Mason, who got hurt in the middle of the game. And then here comes, I thought my man's name was Eddie Guerrero for one point. I don't know what his name is. But he came in and dropped 99 rushing yards on you. So that doesn't really say much to me. It's crazy. It's really crazy how bad the Seahawks running defense was. And I feel like you're not going to get bailed out by this Bengals defense. I get it. They've been bad, but I don't see this Giants putting up over 30 points. This Bengals defense might drop 30 to 35 points. There's going to be a lot of yards going on. Like you said, Joe Burrow is going to sling this ball. And that's the one thing we know he's going to do. And it's all to Josh to keep up. And I just don't see it. I honestly don't see it.
Obviously, you guys know we're ride or die with Joe Burrow. Mm-hmm. We absolutely know he's turning it around. He should have beat the Chiefs this year. He should have beat the Ravens. They're unlucky, okay?
Yes.
We think everything comes back to a norm here. And there's one word that gives me confidence in this Bengals team because they're not out of the division race, and that is desperate. This team is desperate. They are do it all by any means necessary, and they're going against a team that's missing their number one threat, their leading receiver, their leading target share, their bread and butter for Daniel Jones, and that's Malik Neighbors. I mean, he has been the workhorse. He's stepped right into that role, and he's got that Justin Jefferson-esque target share. He's not there versus a team that has weapons upon weapons upon weapons, and not only that, both of their running backs, Chase Brown and Zach Moss, are both playing this game. There was chances that they were both a little injured, a little bit banged up. One may not play, one will play. They're both playing. All hands on deck. The Bengals know it's do or die, and they have to do. We know they will. They're the better team. They have the better weapons. I don't care if it's on the road. This team and Joe Burrow, you can just see it in his eyes, these losses. It's taking a toll on him, and he can't take it anymore. He threw for 400 yards. Last week
and lost.
And lost. I'm telling you what, there is a prop that you can take. It was at -150 2 days ago. I think it might be up to like 190, -190. I don't care what it is. Joe Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns. You may have that in the first quarter.
Yeah.
Sprinkle it up to 5. I'm not even kidding. Okay. The Zach Moss and Chase Brown gets them down the field on 2nd and short and third and decent to have a conversion. But I'll tell you what, when it gets into the red zone, Joe Burrow doesn't want that ball in anybody else's hands because he's seen time and time again he's been let down by the other pieces on his team. It's all him. So we're backing the guy. He's got the backpack right now. Hop in because he's about to take you guys for a stretch of wins and a little bit of foreshadowing. That may mean we're riding the Bengals for a long time.
For a long time.
Especially,
hell yeah.
We're on them.
Right. And look, and I give it to you too. Yeah, and I'll put this too. This is going to be a prop game. Like, if you want to go ahead and target props this game, like Rondell Robinson against a weak secondary, there's going to be times where the Giants players are going to get some good plays, receptions, yards. But like I said, as far as keeping up with the score, that's not going to happen. As far as I'm concerned, that's
a lot of passing.
From both a lot teams. Of passing the ball. Yes, sir.
All right, let's go to prime time. We've got a divisional matchup. Dino versus Jared, but they've come to link arms in this game. we've got the New York Jets plus 2.5 at home versus the Buffalo Bills. There's one thing that Dynell and I kind of talked about before we went live that kind of solidified this pick. And it's this guy named Aaron Rodgers. And every time the finger almost points at him, he gives you a reason. Of course, it's not me. You saw it time and time again on the Packers when they're about to give up. He wins MVP. They go for a stretch a few games. He gets irate at the meeting. He gets irate on the media. Throws for career passing yards and touchdowns. He's time and time again, the closer the finger gets to him for blame, he completely gives you a reason to wipe it away. This is no different. Just like, what was it, last year or two? Yeah, last year when the Raiders fired their head coach, they went on that stretch. There's something about the locker room change. I think these players almost have it in their mind. Okay, our excuse is gone. If we lose, it's on us. We can't have that. You know, as in this Aaron Rodgers scenario. So now that Salah's gone, there is no one else to point the finger at because they already told you he's the problem. So if Aaron Rodgers goes out there and loses or gets his ass whooped, the finger, he is the next one to point at because it goes from head coach to quarterback to then almost probably always the defense. He's second in line. If Aaron Rodgers doesn't come out here and compete, and give them a reason that this team still has life, it all comes crashing down after this week. So kind of the theme of this podcast has been desperation, especially for this week. The Jags, the Bengals, and now the Jets. They're only one game back of the division, and they feel desperate. They really do. So I feel like this is another all hands on deck position. I think Aaron Rodgers goes out there and handles his business. He threw 3 interceptions last week. I don't think that happens this week. I think the Jets roll the Bills. And I told Dynell, Sean McDermott has had me scratching my head the last few weeks about his coaching decisions. I don't think that changes this week. He's going against probably the second best defense in the league. Dynell, what else?
Hey, motherfucker, hey, man, I was cool sitting back and letting you cook. You was cooking, boy, because god damn, I saw the steam coming out your motherfucking head the way you was cooking that up.
It's just hot.
I'm pretty sure. But nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. The one thing, like I said, and Jared brought this to my attention, and you guys know what I love. I love storylines. This is a huge storyline. Think about it. Aaron Rodgers doubted once again. Got rid of the head coach this past week, and we don't talk about this too. Nathaniel Hackett lost his play calling duties, and that is huge. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it wasn't for Aaron Rodgers, Nathaniel Hackett would not have a job. He will not have a job, to be honest with you. And straight to the unemployment line. And what's crazy about it is when you look at that game last week, look at the play calling. Going forward on 4th and 1, back-to-back plays you run with Breece Hall, and you turn the ball over on the 40 to get him a chance to score. And that's just one play out of a many series of plays I can point out that Nathaniel Hackett at this point, I'm like, yo, bro, honestly, what the fuck are you doing? What in God's name are you doing? Sometimes take the points, whatever. But I'm going to say this. The excuses are gone. Literally both. It's not just one. You took one. In fact, you took one and went out the door and you escorted him out, which I thought was terrible. They shouldn't have to fucking escort the head coach out. He should know ahead of time before coming to the facility that he shouldn't have his job. Okay, that was kind of very fucked up in the situation. But that's neither here or there. He's out the building, and then you got Nathaniel Hackett not calling plays no more. Music to my ears. And we always know when you doubt Aaron Rodgers, he always finds a way. What did he tell you back in Green Bay? RELAX, relax. And when he said that at that moment, it was a GOAT moment because that motherfucker went to go to the Super Bowl. I think the Super Bowl or NFC Championship game that year. So hey, everybody, relax. I'm backing that for now, just for this week. And then, like I said, the Bills right now are in the midst of, like I said, a conundrum. I play calling conundrum. An identity crisis. And like you said, and let's be honest, let's talk about their 3 wins. The 3 wins are against teams who barely done anything. One of them is the Jags. Hey, Chopper. But they have not proven anything. Let's be real. They have not proven nothing. And this is I'm telling you guys, and like I said, Jared hit it right on the head. This is just a game right here, just one game where it just fits the storyline of Aaron Rodgers and his return, in a way, his return. Because the media is shitting on him right now. Bad. So we're going to see here. I believe the Jets. Like I said, I honestly believe the Jets are going to go ahead and win this game outright. This might be a 4 to 5 point game. And hey, man, I've done enough talking, man. You already cooked enough. I don't need to cook anymore. I'll burn the fucking pot.
Yeah, so that wraps us up. We have the Jags plus 2.5 versus the Bears. The Bucks minus 3.5 against the Saints. The Lions minus 3.5 against the Cowboys. The Bengals minus 3.5 against the Giants. And last but not least, the Jets plus 2.5 against the Bills.
Mm-hmm.
This has been our Week 6 Best Bets episode against the spread for our contest. Donnell, any last words for the viewers?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna say any more last words. I'm gonna let Chopper say the last words because he got all this fucking energy going on right now. So, but nah, same episode as always. Make sure you follow us at @Spread_ on X. Make sure you follow me at Dyneezy, DYNEEZY. And as you can tell, he's ready to fucking fight. So I'm gonna have to dip here in a little bit. But nah, man, let's get this going, man. Let's go ahead and go. Let's win this money this week. And yeah, let me win some money so I can give Chopper his dog food.
All right, Chopper. Yeah, talking about the Jets got me fired up too. I can't blame you.
Right. Facts.
Thanks for watching another episode of the Shred the Spread podcast. We'll be back with our Thursday night football best bets, our look ahead, and our recap. You will get all of that next week with Donnell and I. And until next time, we'll see you.
Peace.